Hi, I am Claire. Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to be doing a colonial farmhouse in The Sims 4. So I built this in the world of Brightchester that came with the Discover University pack. And so I was imagining this house would be for like friends that are renting together. It is a university housing lot type, and so was helped kind of with this storyline of having this be like a converted home. Maybe it was like one of like the founders' homes by campus, and they passed, and then the other founders like, how about we just make it for a student housing to help some low income students. I mean, that's just like what I was thinking. I know that's not exactly how it happens in this game, but we are just going to be going in to the kitchen now, and I just gotta say, the kitchen, it's interesting. I got these big long windows that go down to the floor, and so I didn't want to cover those up, but I wanted there to be all the necessary things, except for this is my first time having a like student housing. I kind of forgot this lot type existed, and so I'm like, why is it saying that there isn't an oven? I'm like, why can't I put an oven down? And it turns out ovens, you can't have ovens on student housing lots. So I would know for next time, but that was like, wait, why is it not working? But speaking of lot types, I think it would be kind of fun in the future to like get like elderly community centers for elders, and there can be like bingo and like shuffleboard, or if not that, just like have like a lot trait, like we already have like natural lighting, a good school, like things like that, or like a teen hangout. Instead of like a teen hangout, it'd be like an elderly hangout. And so I think that'd be kind of fun to add to the game. And so we are just finishing up the living room. I was trying to like make it seem kind of like furniture is already there, but they wanted a coffee table, and so just like, well, this palette would work. And I did want there to be a lot of seating, because in my head I kind of was thinking maybe one of them could be like a film student. I mean, I know there's like a special degree for like a special like school for like arts, but I thought that would be kind of fun to put into this story. And so we are back in the kitchen, and the reason why I wanted to put an oven in this house is because, or a stove in this house, is because I had another idea that another student in this house would be a culinary student, and so I wanted them to have a big kitchen to work the craft in. And so we are now just going to be struggling with the cabinets, because like I said, they're floor to ceiling floor to ceiling windows in this house, and so that was a little bit hard with the cabinets. I don't have the same windows on the second level. I thought like having them on the main level would give it more of like a farmhouse, old-fashioned type of feel. And so now we are just going to be adding a dining room table so all four roommates can have a meal together, even though it might be a microwave dinner, but at least they're all together having a nice little bonding session over food. And so I know this is a little bit weird, but I wanted there to be like an open banister into the kitchen, just kind of like give it like a old feeling, like it couldn't really like mess with too much, but they wanted it to be open concept, and so that's like what they had to do just to keep the historicness in this house. And so now we are just going to be adding some decorations in to the kitchen. Like I said, this is before I realized having the stove was a problem, so there's a lot of like stove related items. But I did also want to make sure to have these aprons, which I thought was fun. Maybe the culinary student is just like holding all of the items in the kitchen because they don't want to haul them all up to their room, which we are going into now. So I was thinking, since the culinary person's making the most food, the other 3 Sims are going to be doing like okay, you get the bigger room, you make the food, and so even though this is the bigger room, it is also has like a loft with a desk underneath it because it's also still somewhat small in this space, and I thought that was kind of fun and realistic. And so I have no experience staying in a student housing, and so some of these things may not be particularly realistic, but I did my best. I feel like having small spaces was a good idea for this house, especially because it is already pretty small. I didn't want to go big, like these are university students, and so I thought it would be smaller rooms would be better, but we are just going to be adding some cooking posters, going to be adding this random space poster because I was kind of running out of options and I wanted there to be maybe it's like a club they're in. And so now we are in the music sim. This is for a sim that has a musical degree or is going to get a musical degree, and so this sim does not have a loft bed, but it will have a desk where their guitar currently is, and so we are just going to keep it nice and cheerful with this yellow and going to be adding some music posters. Music is definitely for a music major, and I do have a mirror right at the end of the bed to kind of hide the banister from the stairs. And so now we are going to be working on that desk space, and it was a little bit hard to find a small enough table, and so I just went to the dining room catalog instead of the desk catalog, and I found a good table. But now we are going to be going into the 3rd bedroom, and I was imagining this bedroom to be for a athlete, so I have a soccer ball and some sporty posters in this room. They are definitely on the team, and they have a lot of school pride with their bedding, and so I thought that would be kind of fun to very into the game. And I do have another soccer ball out in the backyard, and now we are just going to be adding some bikes into the lot, or I was going to say into the house, but we're outside of the house, and this is on the front porch. So I have 4 bikes for each of the Sims, and so now we are just going to be working on this Jack and Jill bathroom. So I was trying to make it seem very private. I know I have another bathroom up here, and that's just a normal bathroom, and so I wanted to give one of them a little bit more privacy, and so that is why I have this one with a separate room for the toilet and the shower. And so now we are just trying to figure out why exactly I can't add a stove into this slot. Like I said, I realized that after. And so now we are in the 4th and final bedroom, which is for the film student, like I mentioned earlier, but it doesn't really have that much film student or just that much theater inspiration, but it could also just be for a normal sim that doesn't really know what they're doing yet. But I do have a lot of movie posters in this room, and so we do have a little desk underneath their loft bed, and going to be adding those posters. It was a little bit hard because this room is so small and those posters are so big, and so I sized down this one by the entrance to the room and found some more sports posters. So we're just going to be adding that into the sports room and going to be making it look like they're normal college students that don't always get around to their laundry, and so I'm just trying to make it seem a little bit more realistic with this. And we are going to be going into the 3rd and final bathroom, and so the cook and the music sim share this bathroom. I keep saying when I say bedroom, and so I had to take several cuts. So we are getting close to the end of the video. We are just going to be working on this little landing area with a little couch from the Parenthood pack. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to play in it, the information will be down in the description. I post new videos every single Tuesday, so I hope to see you all next week for another Sims video, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye!